What's going on, guys? I'm heading on over to Brad's house and we're going to tinker with his go-kart a little bit, see what we can come up with, and see if we can figure out a way to get a drive system on the back end of that thing. We're thinking about going with the original torque converter that was on that, but we'll have to slot the holes out a little bit so we can tighten the belt up, because we can't find the right part number and somebody had stuck another belt on it that's not quite the right size. So we're going to see if we can't figure that out. And also, I was introduced through Fan to a nice young man who's starting out on his own YouTube channel, and his channel is Go-Kart Community, and we're going to put a link to his channel in the description. Anyway, he's a nice young man. He's got a real nice Manco Silver Fox, and he does a lot of riding and, you know, mudding and stuff like that on that little cart, and he makes some really good videos. And if you guys don't mind, do me a favor and go over to his channel, like, comment, subscribe, and let's see if we can't get him introduced and brought on a couple of the live feeds, so we could get him some shout outs and get him some new subscribers, because I'd like to see the young man hit 200 subscribers plus. I mean, he's a nice kid. You know, he's, just by watching his videos, they're pretty darn entertaining. So anyway, this is his shout out on my channel. You know, you guys have supported me. Go on over and support him. And the next thing, I have the video up still for the drawing, and if you guys have liked and commented that video, then you are entered in the contest to win the impact driver and bit set that goes with it. I'm thinking I'm going to let it go for about 30 days to give everybody a chance to get entered into that contest. And anyway, I haven't gone through and liked and hearted all the comments, because I'm saving that so that whenever I go through and write down all of the entries, before I close it for the drawing, that I can use the likes and the hearting on those comments to mark it and make sure that I don't miss a single person that would like to enter in that contest. So, if I didn't like your comment or anything like that, it's not that I didn't see it. It's not that I didn't like the comment. I'm just saving that as a way that I can mark those comments and make sure that I don't miss anybody whenever I set up the final drawing. Let's see, I've got my drift kart frame setting in the back of the truck so that I can start working on that some more this week and get some videos out on working on that and the progress I'm making, because I'm going to be working probably till the 12th, and it's the 6th now. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of shop time this week, but I'd really like to get that thing done and take it for a rip and see what it'll do. But we are going to be making some progress on that. So, but yeah, anyway, again, go check out Go-Kart Community's channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and even give him a shout out on your channel if you want to. But he's a nice young man. He deserves to have a lot more followers and a lot more motivation to get the videos out. And with more followers and more support, I believe that his channel is really going to go big. He just needs a little bit more practice making videos, and I think that it'll be a great channel. Anyway, let's get to it, guys. Original torque converter back on it. We weren't a big fan of how loose that belt is, but it was like that whenever he got the cart. But we'll see. I mean, fingers crossed and all that good stuff. We'll see if this will hold up to it. Because I believe that's a 40 series that's on there, judging by the shaft size on that driven pulley and how wide It might hold. Well, actually, when it gets on it, that belt tightens up completely.
As long as I'm nice to it.
Rip it.
I gotta be nice.
Wait. I thought I saw something with that belt. Oh, it looks good. Okay. Now that belt slipped a little bit. But... oh yeah, it moves now. We just need to adjust that rear jack shaft so we can tighten that belt up a little bit more and it won't slip. Okay. He's taking it easy, actually. The original torque converter is handling it, and looking at the shaft on the driven sprocket, or the driven pulley on that, it's 3/4 inch shafts. I believe the original is actually a 40 series. We're going to have to slot the motor mount plate so we can tighten the belt up a little bit. Either that or find a belt that's about 1 inch shorter. That way there's less slippage whenever you take off, but it's doing great now. It's holding together, so we got it finally fixed. And now that we got the drive fixed on that thing, Brad's wanting to put nitrous to it so that we could add even more power to it and blow up another torque converter and have more issues holding the power. Yeah. He's taking it easy on it right now because the kid's on there, but it goes a lot faster than that. It's pretty quick. Plus the rear driven pulley is bigger than the drive pulley, so it actually gears it up just a little bit more and it gains more top end. All right, well, while he's playing, we're gonna have a look at the drift cart as soon as he's done blowing our ears out. Okay, I got the front end set up. I got the spindles on there and everything. Tie rods, it's all set on the front. I got to put the back end together back here and figure out a throttle and brake system. I've got to build a brake system because I cannot find a master cylinder or wheel cylinder that'll fit that. So we're going to be building a brake system, and I've just got the engine set on there with the bolts run through to, you know, kind of mock it up, because I've got to mock up my drive train and the rear axle, and then that seat's going to come off and I've got a seat to build. But I think the major part of getting the front end set up and the spindles, you know, that was probably one of the major issues I was running into with this. And I've got that solved, and I'm running 11-inch wide wheels all the way around because this thing is going to have some playtime on the street, and I'd like to have that extra traction on the front end. It'll help with steering. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll call this video good, and we'll see y'all next time, and I'll update you again whenever I get some more done. Bye, y'all.